Weightlifting is a performance sport. Your place on the podium at the end of the competition isn't determined by your bicep peak. And it's rather unique among the strength sports for its athletes having physiques that seem, at face value, incapable of lifting the tremendous weights that are seen on the world stage. Most people would look at Ruslan Nuradinov and agree he isn't winning any physique competitions anytime soon. That being said, everyone wants to look good, and barring the occasional dissenting opinion,
you don't need this musculature around the upper body. This, in my view, is wasted muscle.
Most coaches would agree that more muscle is better than less. So if being bigger helps us lift better, why is it so common in the dogma of weightlifting to look down on those who dedicate their entire careers to developing their muscularity? More often than not, when athletes are out of the competition prep cycle, their coach or team puts them on a hypertrophy block. And this block is usually something along the lines of, do 5 sets of push press and some dumbbell rows at the end of your workout. If you approached a top bodybuilding competitor or coach and said you wanted to put on size by doing extra push presses twice a week, they'd laugh you out the door. But in strength sport, hypertrophy is regarded with a certain nonchalance, an afterthought to be tacked on at the end of your actually important training. In the bodybuilding community, barring the inclusion of drug use in the conversation, the near universal consensus is that putting on notable muscle mass safely is a tremendously challenging task, requiring generous portions of both time and patience. It's usually wise to defer to the expertise of those who specialize in the area you're interested in. To that end, weightlifters could take a few pages out of the bodybuilding Bible and improve their performance on the platform by doing so. Thankfully, there's a wealth of information out there discussing the science of muscle growth. The weekly volumes required to elicit meaningful change will likely affect your weightlifting training, so you'll have to accept putting your clean and jerk on the back burner for a little while. Bodybuilders are often very creative about their exercise selection, and implementing unorthodox movements into training can be a good way to provide novel stimulus and work around some potential injuries. Not all your accessory training has to be done with a barbell. In some cases, dumbbells and cable machines work even better. If your main goal is moving up a weight class by putting on some size, dedication to your accessory work has to become extremely important. You'll have to reserve some mental acuity for it and really focus on what you're trying to accomplish, maximally fatiguing the tissues in question to induce growth. Luckily, there's more than a little research espousing the benefits of the mind-muscle connection when it comes to hypertrophy. Ultimately, weightlifters don't slap on a pair of posing trunks and try to impress judges with their quad sweep, but almost everyone's total would improve by having bigger legs. If you want to make real, meaningful progress on that front, instead of just assuming whatever haphazard, questionable hypertrophy block you're in is working, you have to reach out and learn from the people whose only concern is being too big to fit in most doorways. Bodybuilding like a weightlifter doesn't make any sense. You can't snatch your way to 30-inch thighs.